What's poppin', everybody? This is Saber94. We got a new set, Phantasmal Flames. Not sure if I should call this a special set or not. I guess technically it's a special set, but it doesn't seem that long ago that we got the White Flare and Black Bolt set. But anyway, we get some new cards, and I'm going to show you guys some new decks and new matches. And we're going to start things off with good old Charizard, overrated as you can be. But this is Mega Charizard EX actually, so maybe a little bit of a different animal. So this is a Mega EX Pokemon, 360 HP. It's alright. I would have liked it better if it had like maybe 370. Maybe they're trying to make these cards more balanced, who knows. It has Inferno X, only this attack. Basically you discard fire energies on your field and you can get one-hit KOs. So if we discard 4 of them, we can hit for 360, which is a good enough number to KO one-hit KO EX stage 2 Pokemon and a lot of the Mega EXs as well, including this guy. So in a mirror match you discard 4 to kill him. So gonna take advantage of this card. They obviously brought him out and he has a bunch of stuff for support like this Oricorio EX. I don't really fancy this card too much with 190 HP. I would have liked it more if it had a little bit more. Because, you know, the Feza bird, Feza Dabinti, I'm going to do my best to try and learn its name. But, you know, it has 210 and it gets killed so easily. So this at 190, it's even more fragile. But we need it because this is our Emboar Fire Energy Acceleration. With Excited Turbo, if you have a Mega Pokemon out, a Fire Mega Evolution actually. And it's got to be EX, of course, Fire and Mega Evolution. Then you can attach basic fire energies from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. So they did their very best to make this a balanced card. It's got to be on the bench, it can't be active, which is going to be annoying because we don't got switching outlets for days. In fact, I only have one because of the space, but we'll get to that later. But you basically do this and you can power up Charizard and you can power up bench fire Pokemon, so this guy can get those one-hit KOs every turn. So it's almost like a reverse Rayboard deck, you could say. Normally you'd have the stage 2 be your energy acceleration Pokemon and then basic EXs to load up with energies to kill stuff. In this case our main attacker is going to be stage 2, and then when we get this guy out, then just this basic Oricorio gives us the energy acceleration. So it's a bit interesting, but nothing really groundbreaking. The attack is terrible, but at least it has a good retreat at 1, so I can get him out of the way if he's active. So it's going to be this sort of a deck, obvious stuff. Now I'm only doing a 3-line of Charizard, and it's going to be a 4-2-3. You know, the typical Charmander. I favor this one with 70 HP. If you want to do the 80 HP one with retreat, you can, but I like this one better still. And Charmeleon, this one with Flare Veil, so that we can block Dragapult EX at least, and that's about it. All of them, they don't have great attacks or HP, but this guy's body or ability is at least somewhat useful, maybe. I would have loved to use the 110 HP one though, just because I want to have as much HP as possible, and it has a better attack. And then we got one Reshiram EX. This is a good revenge attacker, just a good EX Pokemon. And then 2 of the regular ones also from the new set. Basically, it's your normal attacker for this deck. If you play against some EX walls, then this guy I guess can come in. Doing 240 for 4 is just pretty solid anyway. You can just deal a lot of damage for just a regular basic. Combustion 30 for 1 too, so if you open with this, your opponent opens up with Buddy, you can kill it easily. Just a regular basic Pokemon, it's a good thing to have. So I got 2 of them. Now, like I said, 3 of this guy because we're really tight with the space. Plus, it's not like you're going to use all 4 of them. You just want to get these guys, and then if you get in one-hit KOs, especially if you're killing Mega EX Pokemon, the game should finish quickly enough, I guess. You're not going to get a lot of kills. I mean, this guy is a backup attacker at the end of the day. And even this guy, you can put him work with 240. We got 11 fire energies in the deck. And it's a fair amount, but at the same time, you know, you are going to need to discard a lot of stuff with this guy. You don't keep any energies. You discard a lot to get those KOs. So if we are to get a one-hit KO on a Pokemon that goes over 360 HP, we would have to discard 5 energies. So, you know, it's up there. But we'll get the job done. I got some energy recovery cards you guys are going to see. Space is pretty tight, as I've said. I do 4 Nest Ball and 2 Buddy Buddy Pofin to get those basics. And I'm only doing these numbers because we're also running the lovely Dawn card here. This is such a beauty. What a nice full art. I bet you this is the most expensive card from this set, but I could be wrong in terms of full arts and stuff. Diamond and Pearl, you guys know I love that shit, along with Gen 3 and Diamond and Pearl, my favorite eras. And this is just, it just screams DP when you look at Dawn, the female character. If you play those games and you choose to be a female, I'm always going to be pissed off since they ruined the remakes. But anyway, let's not dwell on that now. But yeah, I run this as well. I'm a bit so-so with this card. I think depending on the deck is obviously amazing, but it's a bit slow for my taste. But I am running 1 here because at the end of the day, she does give you 3 cards. You can get a basic Pokemon, a stage 1, and a stage 2. So that's a lot of search value there. You get specifically what you want, and it's 3 cards. So I think she's too good to pass up. So at least 1 copy. We run 1 of her. Okay. We got 4 rare candies to evolve into the Charizard, of course, and the excellent Mega Signal. This is an easy way to get the Charizard, and it's also why I think, you know, in this sort of a deck, Dawn getting you the stage 2, you know, Mega Signal does it as well. It's just an item, but at least this we can play through item lock, I suppose. Okay, so the Mega Signals. And then the energy recovery cards, I do the triple energy retrieval and then double superior energy retrieval. We might need these, or actually we are going to need these. Now, question is, are we going to use all of them? Who knows? It depends on the game state, how things go. But I'd rather be safe rather than sorry, so I got these. I don't have Super Rod, I don't have any other recovery cards, so we got these ones. Got 1 switch. I only got space for 1. It is annoying because if you attack with this guy and you have to discard the energies on him, then you can't build up easily with Oricorio because you can't attach to the active. You're going to have to do manuals. So most of the time what you want to do is discard only 1 of this guy. Unless you're absolutely sure he's going to get killed. But even then, you might just want to leave 1 in case they try and mess with you and do boss's orders and shit, or you know, not attack. Just do shit like with item lock. This stuff that can be annoying. So yeah, just keep these things in mind. I guess you guys are gonna see when you see how the deck works when I use it. But yeah, you're gonna have to be a little bit careful with the attachments. Yeah, you know, the switch. Yeah, if you don't, you know, it remains alive, and then you try and attack, and then you can't use the effect to put the energies, and you got to do manuals. It sort of ruins the advantage you would get. So you have to waste a turn, even though you got a KO in the previous turn. Your opponent can't do anything. Anyway. Okay, the switch. The ace pick of choice is going to be the Unfair Stamp, and I got this because I'm maximizing consistency in this deck. We gotta burn up a lot of space because this is a stage 2 deck, and I need a lot of energies, a lot of energy recovery cards. I need the candies, a bunch of stuff. So I don't really got the luxury for boss's orders or the catcher. I don't even got stadiums. We just need to run stuff to maximize our consistency. We need to gather energies, evolve into our guys, get Oricorio down. So I'm thinking this is the best card, and it's also gonna hinder my opponent, disrupt their hand. If I was running tools and stuff and stadiums, I'd run the loot box, the special box thing, discard 3, grab 4 cards, but I don't, so this is better, I think. Okay, and then the supporter cards, we got some standard stuff. Max out the Beauty, Lily's Determination, and when I say Beauty, I mean the draw 8. I think this one looks better than this, but I don't know. I guess I I don't know, this is supposed to be like the artistic one, and this just the regular like anime full art, but something about this doesn't do it for me. Anyway, max out the INO, of course, the 1 Dawn, and then do 4 of Team Rocket's Petrol. The best way to get that rare candy, especially since I can, you know, you might just use the Dawn, get what you need, get the stage 2, and then use this next turn to get the candy. Or, you know, you got the Mega Signal, or you can grab the Mega Signal with that if you got the candy. So this guy just works, I'd say. And the reason why I got him as well in Force, because we're also running this dude, the Firebreather from Gen 2. Finally gets a little bit of love in a card. So this card, to be honest, might not be a good idea to run because it could be a bit slow, but grabbing 7 energies from the deck, man, directly, I think it's just too good to pass up. You know, normally I'd run Vessels, but they printed this card, and I mean, even if you could grab like 5 or 6, it would have been a good supporter, but they went all the way with 7, so I want to run it because most of the time you're just going to play this, grab all the fire energies from your deck, and then you can attach them, spread them around, and then it's also amazing deck thinning as well. So then when you use supporter cards and stuff later, everything you draw is stuff you need. You already grabbed the energies. You're grabbing the retrievals and stuff, so I think it's too good to pass up. Because I'm running this, I'm not running any Vessels, and sometimes this does backfire because you could use the Petrol to get a Vessel. So maybe we should squeeze in 1 Vessel. I don't know. But yeah, grabbing 7 fire energies from the deck is too good to pass up. So I got 1 copy of this guy. And this is the deck. Maximizing consistency, like I said, a lot of supporter cards, just a bunch of Pokemon fetchers. We just want to get the Charmander's down, the Oricorio's down, this guy down, and then evolve and start attacking. Hopefully it works out. And that's it. Nothing really too sophisticated, I'd say, but the numbers gotta be right with a deck like this. Maybe you can try and use Pidgeot. I guess you could also use the Obsidian Flames Charizard EX that has also proven itself. You evolve that guy out and then you grab fire energies from the deck. But I decided not to run it because when you play that dude, you know, you might not always be able to get multiple Charizards out in a turn. So I don't know. If you want to do like maybe 2-in-1 or 3-in-1, it's up to you. But I played a bunch of matches. The deck kind of works out so far. So I'm keeping it like this for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. I'll see you on the matches. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What a